down to its true appearance!
You who traverse the stars, fear not. Natlan has placed its trust in you. Descender, ignite your fire, the hope that burns within. I have witnessed the light of this flame dozens of times. Once the winds slept, it will return. Failure. 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 Failure.
Bow to the abyss. Be destroyed! You are loyal to the wrong master.
Watch out, traveler!
All will be mine to seize, devour, and destroy. Face your fate!
Your long journey shall end in vain. Even with borrowed celestial power, your destruction is...
You march to an end you cannot change. Millennia of struggle, all in vain. Lives of the Descenders are more valuable than you can destroy this world's hope with your own hands!
If I was fated to fail, then why do you fear?
Ah!
We embark on a pilgrimage for the wishes of the people. We choose to battle, to earn a glorious... And in the end, we burn to cinders for a dream. And so this cycle continued. My fate is to bring this journey to an end, once and for all! Listen.
Did they lose? No, it can't be. We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation!
We won't give up hope. This is where we forge our future. With our own 2 hands!
And after one of my attacks, the blaze of hope still burn within you. But with fear comes darkness, and with darkness comes dominion. In darkness the world was born, and so it shall return.
For the final blade! The embers burn
Light of the blazing sun!
Burn it down! Full throttle!
Become the servant of the enemy! Kneel before me!
Bring forth the faith of the 6 tribes and bestow absolute freedom upon
Accursed angels! Vanished greed! You should have long since been
We need to purify the totem poles.
Her soul is noble and pure. Hero is just her starting point.
Why do you when you are so weary. What? No one fights alone!
You toil in vain, and your blood is a worthless sacrifice.
Wrath of the sky!
I wish to soar with her and see the world beyond the sky.
Wherever she calls home, surely that land is a place of freedom and warmth.
You toil in vain, and your blood is...
Burn through the endless night!
Curse you! Enough, you foolish pests!
I admire her wisdom. How she always lives in the moment. Being her friend makes me so happy.
Enough, you foolish pests!
We will take back Natlan's future!
Every adventure can be stressful and scary. But with the Traveler around, there's always hope. There's no challenge too great. As long as we're together, we can do anything. We will never, ever, ever stop moving forward. Because that's what it means to be best friends.
There's a faster way. Hop on!
Unbelievable. No signs of abyssal corruption whatsoever. The same goes for the Pyro Archon. Huh, in that case, just get some rest and enjoy.
That means there's officially nothing. You won! You actually won! Is that all Paimon is to you? You did it again, Traveler. Your strength is remarkable. And now, Natlan is finally free from the threat of the abyss. Welcome back, great hero. I can't wait to tell your story to everyone.
We should record it on a woven scroll, too. That way your story will be preserved. I'm sure the grannies and gramps back home are already on it.
Amazing job, Traveler. Becoming the first Outlander with an ancient name. Definite.
The Lord of the Night was right to place her trust in.
But the most important thing is that you made it back.
You came up with a rescue plan?
Well, the Traveler already saved me once, so... I don't think it would be quite so simple, Kachina. If something like that really did happen, I'd come for you too, no matter what it took. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Bravery aside, I try not to act on impulse. But I suppose there's an exception to every rule.
Wait, really? Who did you see?
So, you heard everything we said?
Those messages became part of your name during the forging process.
To think that you heard them, though, that's a little embarrassing. Hey, what's embarrassing about that? I'll say it again right now. Being your friend makes me so happy.
Good one, Koichi.
Things are looking lively over here. Great. Just what I wanted to hear. The preparations for your celebration ceremony.
Celebration ceremony?
According to tradition, we hold a celebration ceremony for our most outstanding warriors after their final pilgrimage. In most cases, outstanding means warriors who earned more than 20 victories in the Night Warden Wars. It's an exceedingly rare honor.
We haven't held one of those ceremonies in a long time.
True, but given the Traveler's exceptional let's head to the center of the stadium and I'll announce the honor to
Cool! Then I'm gonna grab the best seat in the house. Wait, I'm coming too! Camera! This calls for a camera!
Slow down, there's no... Moika, if this ceremony is to celebrate...
What's the point of holding a victory feast for yourself? Let's go. Today, Natlan's long struggle against the Abyss has met its end. Many fought for this day and gave their lives for this cause. We must not forget them. Her ancient name, Tumaini, will be immortalized in the history of Natlan. From this point on, there will be no more Night Warden Wars, and I pray the Ode of Resurrection will never again need to bring back the fall. We fought for a singular purpose, peace. And now, it has been achieved. The funeral to commemorate the fallen will be held on a later day. In the meantime, our hero will embark on a parade of blessings. Let us send her off with a round of applause and show her the warmth and gratitude of our people.
Yeah! Woohoo! All right!
Go on. This is your moment. Now that the threat of the Abyss has been eliminated, we finally have a chance to restore the Night Kingdom. I'll take care of that first.
Okay, we'll look forward to good news.
Just a moment, great hero. Before you set out on the parade of blessings, please accept these feathered...
We bestow these gifts to every hero who receives this honor. They are proof of your bravery and strength.
Thank you for everything. Thank you for saving us from the Abyss.
Now, the person who has the honor of adorning you with these gifts is none other than one of Natlan's most outstanding warriors.
Oh, it's just someone we know.
You sound disappointed.
Exactly! It, makes this moment even more...
Well, both in a personal capacity, and may your flame forever burn, pure and bright.
With us by your side,
You'll never fight alone.
Time to embark on your parade of blessings.
Hey, Hero! We're here to guide the way!
Great Hero! Could you look this way for a sec?
Over here! Over here! Quick, take a picture. We can turn it into
As the sun shines down on our nation. Another victory for Natlan. Can I...
Great hero! Could I have a moment of your time? A lot of people here really look up to you and would love to... You don't mind in...
Wow, look at all the people. That doesn't sound like too much to ask, right, Traveler?
That's right! The photo booth is this way, and the parade of blessings will continue in that direction. So, head to the...
Over here, over here.
Yes, that's it. Thank you.
Oh, that pose is perfect!
Such a precious memento.
Wow, it looks great!
Can I have one more photo? Just one?
Sorry, only one photo per person.
It's okay. One is enough.
Oh, look over here! Perfect! This is going straight into the next issue.
Thank you, Hero. Thank you so much.
All right, that's all the film. No more pictures, everyone. Huh? We can't keep our great hero here forever. Thank you for your...
Wow, everyone's so enthusiastic. Paimon bet she can make a small fortune by selling photos of you to people. All right, it was just a joke. There's a bunch of people waiting for you here, too. Woohoo!
It's the great hero! Quick!
Single file, please.
Thank you.
Sorry to bother you, great hero. I'm a messenger from the Scions of the Canopy. I know everyone's been curious about the hidden message behind Tumaini.
Every ancient name has a story behind. Usually, the Wyab reveal those mantras to our chiefs in a dream.
Oh, you mean like the lines the 6 heroes were but, where do they come from? Is it something you have to decide, Traveler?
Oh! That was beautiful! I've got it all down!
That's the final element of your ancient name, right? That means you've been completely accepted by...
From the Lord of the Night herself? Legendary. Truly.
Tumaini! Tumaini! Tumaini!
Wow, you're here too! And you brought a bunch of friends! Look over... Look, they're dancing!
Huh? It's the great hero! Please, come dance with us!
Oh, what do you think, Traveler? Should we join them? All right, Paimon's always willing to try something.
Hey, not bad. You're a natural.
Let's hear it for our hero.
We now arrive at the end of the Parade of Blessings. Let us offer the
Woohoo! Yeah!
That's a hero's welcome if Paimon ever saw one, Traveler! You deserve it, of course, considering the risk.
Traveler, Paimon, finally.
See, Molly!
Never mind that. Went to revisit the revelations in my dreams as soon, but I couldn't fall asleep just anywhere. Anyway, that's not the important.
What? Didn't you defeat the bad guy behind all this?
No. The disaster is over, but that's why I came to find you. Where is Mawika right now?
She said she was going to restore the Night Kingdom. Compared to fighting the Abyss, that should be pretty...
Easy? Not so much. We can't restore the ley lines without... The Lord of the Night is weak right now.
True. If the Lord of the Night could restore the ley lines by herself...
Not even that. The Lord of the Night knows the ley lines. Point being, this matter is far more complicated than the Archon made it out. Mawika has accepted her death, remember? For her to... She must think the outcome of her death... The moment Mawika used the Ruler of Death's power, death was demanded in return. Not necessarily. That means Mawika doesn't have to just sacrifice herself to the Ruler of Death.
Then, let's get going! Where do you think...
The Lord of the Night should now be able to appear anywhere in Natlan. According to the Lord of the Night, the Ruler of Death is one of the Shining Shades. An extremely elusive figure. Even woven scrolls dating...
Right! Xbalanque created the rules of Natlan by borrowing power from the Ruler of Death. Wait, do you think Xbalanque could have met the Ruler of Death in Cinder City?
It's very likely. After all, Ochka Natlan was built on the site of a previous dragon city.
Alright, then let's head over right...
It's not easy to get there.
Man, this place really is hard to get to. And, Paimon wasn't the only one who saw that weird thing up there, right? All those eyes inside of it? Talk about creepy.
I believe that's how the Ruler of Death keeps an eye on Tevat. Quick, this way! We're almost there!
Look! It's Mawika!
I have grown weary of the endless wait. The fate of this land is of no interest to me anymore.
However, you humans managed to meet the expectations of the heavenly principles. For that result, you deserve praise. Mawika, as the price for using my power, I shall now bear witness to your death. And with you, the war that your nation has waged for more than 1,000 years shall meet its end.
Mawika!
You got here sooner than I expected.
What are you doing?
Closing the final chapter on the plan that has consumed Natlan for 500... No. For the entirety of our history. We've eradicated the Abyss from Natlan. But its power remains in worlds beyond Tevat. Tremendous and unyielding. Only by completely restoring the Night Kingdom can we defend against its corrosion in the long run. But the architect of the Night Kingdom is near her end, and worse still, if her life force is depleted, we have no need for the Ode of Resurrection right now. But it remains Natlan's...
So, you're...
Yes. My plan is to once again... 500 years ago, I gave my life for the chance to be reborn in this era. A chance to see all my plans to completion. And now, to sustain the Lord of the Night.
I respect your decision, Mawika. But this method requires an immense... The flames of your life force are exceedingly strong. But a life sustained by fire...
I've thought about that. With the Abyss out of the picture for now, the Sacred Flame's power will be consumed at a much slower rate. Future Pyro-Archons will continue to seek new sources of fire. As long as Natlan's legacy and
Once again, you place hope in the hands of the future.
But the pilgrimage can replenish the power of the sacred flame. We can give it that meaning.
Because I want the pilgrimage to change. The pilgrimage was an essential part of our struggle against the Abyss. A grand competition full of promise and glory. Fear and anxiety have been our constant companions. We knew what the consequences would be if we laid down our arms. And so, now, this is where Xbalanque defeated the dragons and granted our people the liberation of their flesh. And now, in the same place, I have the chance to grant them the liberation of their spirit. There will be no war, only competition. One fueled by our dreams for the future. A new future deserves a new meaning.
Very noble indeed. But what does any of this have to do with you? In my eyes, Malika, you are not inherently special. Yes. The situation is urgent, and the ley line—
That is where we differ, Lord of the Night. You see all human. A leader is swift and decisive in the face of reality. Someone capable of making the right choice even when there are no good options on the table. Sacrificing the remainder of my life to help Natlan overcome this crisis. That is the right choice. After all, leadership is built on the trust of ordinary people. Without them, there is no Archon. The people look to their leader to make the world a better place and stand up for them when it counts. For that reason, I must see my duty through.
But what about you, Malika? You still haven't talked about what— Is it that unimportant to you?
It's not important, Citlali. There is nothing more important than protecting the future we built together.
I shall accept Malika's sacrifice for the Lord of the Night as her— Thus concludes the deal I made with Xbalanque several thousand— Lord of the Night, you may now begin. What are you waiting for?
There is another who wishes to take part in the ceremony. And I cannot disregard their intentions. I must—
Another?
I was to bear witness to a death, and now the situation is increasing.
If the life of this second individual fails to meet my request, rest assured, his life will hold equal value. I am the helper of—
Cumbersome. But there is nothing to be done. Such is the duty of an angel.
Wait, this feeling.
We made it.
Thank you for showing me the way.
The captain?
The other individual you mentioned. It was him?
Indeed. Like you, he carries many lofty ideals.
Malika, I understand how you feel. And if I were an ordinary mortal, I would have no reason to stop you. But like you, I've been waiting for this day for too long, and I can offer a better solution. You created this new future, and you deserve to guide its direction. Your life should not end here. But death is the end I have been trying to reach all along. I have come this far to use my death to open the gates of the ley lines to my people.
Your people?
That's right. They have been with me for the past 500 years.
But how? Carrying that many souls within you? There's no way you could keep your consciousness intact. Besides, you weren't affected by the source mechanism like I was.
Do you still remember the voice that came from my heart? With the help of technology from Conria, as a result, I became extremely sensitive to souls. After encountering countless lost souls during the disaster 500 years ago, I forsook the capacity for knowledge. The lives of my comrades, as well as many Natlanese, have been stored here.
And you want to send them home?
Yes. The ley lines will not accept them. But by merging my existence with the Lord of the Night, I can become master of the ley lines and change the rules entirely.
He expressed this to me, and I agreed. The captain envisions a kinder and fairer set of rules for humanity. In addition, he aims to challenge the authority.
Revenge?
After all, it's because of her that I bear the curse of immortality, the curse of absolute life.
I now understand that which you seek.
Then, bear witness to my resolve and hatred. The people of Conria committed grave sins. And for that, we were cursed to suffer endless physical torment. Cursed to witness the demise of everything we held dear. But most of us were innocent. Most of us knew nothing of the Five Sinners' exploitation of abyssal power. Myself included. If I sacrifice my life for the Lord of the Night, you get the death you desire. But at the same time, the curse of immortality would negate the very death you seek. Left unresolved, that paradox could uproot the natural order of this world. Even you, great ruler of death, lack the capacity to bear the consequences of that outcome. Your curse is now the tool with which I will overturn the oppression of the gods. This is my challenge to you. Forsake one of your rules. The choice is yours.
Your new heart has limitless potential, and you have wielded it with bravery and honor. I grant you the title of Sentinel Knight. Like the four pillars of strength, you will continue to safeguard the glory of Conria.
The glory of Conria.
Our land, our dignity, and every comrade who fights alongside us.
The Night Kingdom is almost destroyed. Our fallen soldiers, your comrades, they have nowhere to go. What are you doing? Are you taking all their souls with you? You're just an ordinary person. You can't bear that kind of burden.
No hero should have to wander alone.
The curse of immortality. Using immortality to fight death. Using my rules against me.
Make your choice. Reject your rules. Or allow me to trigger the paradox.
The curse of immortality must stand. Use it to fulfill your final wish.
Well fought, my lord. Thank you for everything.
This time, let's go together.
Yes. Let's go together.
The captain, he...
The curse of immortality still exists. Does that mean the captain will never move from this place?
Lord of the Night, is the captain still with us?
There is no need to pursue traces of him. For those cursed with immortality, Release from the mortal coil is the greatest form of peace.
Even so, please pass on my gratitude. His long journey has finally come to a close. I suppose this is a happy ending for him. I cannot imagine how much pain he endured over the past 500 years, or how much strength it took to never stray from his goal.
There's something I've been trying to figure out. I don't think I ever saw him sleep. I tried to ask him about it on the way here, but he didn't answer. Just like always, he never talks about himself.
It's probably due to the voices. When souls merge in a single being, their souls that retain memories of their death often scream and...
So, over the past 500 years, he didn't sleep? At all?
Without experiencing the curse of immortality, we will... But I can see why his hatred for the ruler of death was so... In the end, he used that immortality to his advantage. Well fought, Captain.
You may wonder why the Night Kingdom, a land of souls, was unable to accept. The reason lies in the Heavenly Principle's modifications to the ley lines. But at one point in time, Natlan's ley lines were decimated. That unique quality is precisely what drew...
Did he try the same thing in other nations?
Yes. But all those attempts, he fought to save Natlan not only to defeat the Abyss, but because this is the only land. We met not long ago to talk about that very possibility. I, too, recognize the need to change the rules of the ley lines. In the eyes of the Heavenly Principles, that kind of change is extremely risky.
Thank you for everything.
Lolly, when I gave you the Pilgrim's Chronicle, I said, how many years of life are enough? 10? 100? I thought it made no difference, but now, I have the chance to live forever.
You don't need to thank us.
Heavy? No. Farewell, humans. Creators of miracles.
Looks like she returned to the Night Kingdom.
So, this was the he fought to the end for all those souls and challenged the rule.
He was an outstanding warrior. He took on a burden that was meant for me and even brought about a better outcome. He was right. Natlan needs a leader to guide its future. If not a successor, then that responsibility will continue to be mine to bear. But for now, let us pay our final respects to this fallen hero. My sister Hine. I know all that remains in the Night Kingdom is your memory, but I still wanted to write a short letter to tell you about the situation after the war, after countless partings and farewells. Natlan has finally entered an era of peace. The pilgrimage is still a popular tournament, but now its only purpose is to showcase the thrill of competition, rather than select warriors for war. Our cultural legacy is not rooted in our suffering. In this era of peace, Natlan's fire will burn brighter than ever. With the restoration of the Night Kingdom, our people are now free to leave our borders, and many have set their sights on the wonders of Tibet. I'm sure many exciting and eye-opening adventures await them. And although our battle scars will fade, the stories of our heroes will never be forgotten. When a new you returns to this land one day, I know you'll recognize the significance of this war and all we lost. The land we love has not been destroyed, but grows stronger by the day. I will forever be grateful that I got to see you again. And when the flames deliver this letter to you, I hope you know how much I miss you. I actually got the chance to finish this painting. And not a moment too soon. It's time to bid farewell to all the fallen. We are gathered here today to bid farewell to all who lost their lives in this war. This struggle has caused us profound pain and brought us face to face with but through it all, even the tiniest of sparks can unite to become a blazing fire. They lit our way forward and showed us the path to victory. When our homeland is revived and life blooms again, they will return to us with the first rain of spring. It is just as our poem describes. We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation. The fallen are never truly lost to us. We will be reunited one day. And as we create new legends and write new poems in honor of our beloved, their deeds immortalized in our memory, and their names immortalized in stone. This epic will be remembered in the actions of every valiant warrior. I would also like to take the time to recognize a Fatui harbinger, who sacrificed his life for our cause. He was a warrior from Conria, who helped defend our nation 500 years ago. A man who used his own heart as refuge for the souls of the fallen. For the chance to offer them a final resting place. In the end, he fulfilled his wish and returned the souls to the ley lines. By turning his curse into a weapon, We have had our differences in the past, but on this occasion, we honor him as one of our own. In Natlan, all heroes are worthy of celebration. Our heroes here. Is there something you want to discuss? The forces of the Abyss have always sought to corrode Teyvat. The ley lines were created by the heavenly... If the Abyss had free reign, any attempt by humanity to harness the power of the Abyss is met with swift punishment. The heavenly principles and the Shades show no mercy. That unyielding approach is also the source of great sorrow and hatred. Perhaps the truth will reveal itself during your future adventures. Oh, isn't it obvious? The Ode of Resurrection didn't take effect at all. Your own strength is what allowed you to keep fighting, as well as the moral support from everyone in Natlan. Still, moral support is also unimportant if, The captain's subordinates sent us a letter he left behind. After our duel at the stadium, he asked the Tsaritsa to remove him from the responsibility of obtaining the Gnosis. The captain respected the outcome of that match and refused to violate his principles. But since this is the final Gnosis, I doubt that Tsaritsa will let the situation... Perhaps a replacement harbinger will be sent here soon. I'll make sure to be prepared. A direct conflict with the Fatui is unavoidable the moment you step foot in Snezhnaya. So make sure you're ready for any scenario. On a related note, I've acquired some new intel about the fragment that suddenly appeared in the sky. Such fragments are known as Ancient Moon's remnants, relics of secret source technology from the era of the ancient dragons. Coincidentally, a small squad of Fatui infiltrated our borders around the same time it appeared. Our investigation revealed them to be the subordinates of the Doctor. Their stronghold is in Nod Krai, a land with a long history not far from Snezhnaya. The people there can use a very special power. It's said that this mysterious power predates even the 7 elements of Teyvat. Ancient Moon's remnants, the Doctor, a mysterious power. The project that connects all 3 must be ambitious indeed. Huh? Tribe? Oh, you're thinking along the lines of how the names of the 6... In truth, apart from a few ancient names associated with a certain tribal culture or tradition, most ancient names can be inherited by anyone. Your name likely falls under that category. The Wyatt will select someone who shares your character and Name them as your successor. Of course, that won't happen for a very long time. The long journey of the Pyro Archon has now come to an end. Together, as we celebrate your glory, allow me to thank you once again. This time, just as Mawika. Thank you for the respect, understanding, and support. An honor we share. You can keep chatting with your friends nearby. I think I'll stay here for now.
What are you thinking about, Traveler? Oh, the battle, right? Even though we won in the end?
Story! I want to hear a story!
Come on! Tell us! Tell us!
Well, you kids don't miss a... All right. You can be the first audience for this new tape. Now, where...
Want to stop and listen to the story? Sounds
This is a story of the great heroes of our time. There are 3 great heroes at the center of this tale. The first is an outlander known as the Traveler, a warrior of great strength, completely immune to the power of the Abyss. More importantly, the Traveler is kind and brave.
Yeah, she's super strong! Tell us more! Hey, just let him finish this.
The man telling the story keeps looking this way, Traveler. Paimon thinks he recognizes you.
The second hero is also an outlander. Many years ago, he forged a connection with this land and used his body as a vessel for the souls of his fallen. His goal was to give them a home and, with that, a chance to be reborn into this world. The third hero is none other than our current Archon, Mawika. Not only is she a powerful and respected figure, but she also commands the power of the... With the support of 6 heroes from 500 years ago, she united Natlan against a dangerous foe. Now, this story truly begins with the arrival of the Traveler in Natlan. Under her guidance, Kachina performed exceptional... Suddenly, the sky turned dark. The sacred flame went out, and Gasoithoth appeared. Everyone gathered at the stadium and sang the Ode of Resurrection together to send their support to the furthest corner of the Night Kingdom. Hermione became known by all, and everyone began reciting the words that defined its message. In the beginning, there was darkness, until someone set themselves aflame. Only then did the universe know light. Anyway, the dust has now set. The Traveler fought for life. The Captain fought for death. And our Archon, Mawika, created a bridge between them.
Wow! Is there more? Please don't
let that be the end!
Sounds like you like this one.
I loved it! This is the best. Yeah, and Tumaini is the coolest ancient name. I get to be Tumaini today, okay, guys? Hey, it's supposed to be my turn. No, it's my turn. No, it's my turn. I get to be Tumaini today. So, no one wants to be the Pyro Archon anymore?
Sounds fun. What do you say, Traveler? Wanna let Paimon be Tumaini for the day? Alrighty then. Let's go, Paimon. A new adventure awaits.